let's start with what's going on right here in Nigeria. Even though there's, the corona is starting to really bite hard in the country as well, but some activities still going on here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about preparations for the Channels International Kids Cup. Now, football activities in Nigeria has been stopped for 4 weeks, but then the Kids Cup is coming up in May. And as a result of that, some schools, were preparing until, the federal government had to announce that all tertiary institutions, secondary schools, and even primary school should be closed down immediately. But before that, Oye local government football competition was actually going on, and we have a winner from this one. They've won the BSES Kiddies football competition in Ekiti State. The Oye team defeated the other finalist, Ado local government, 4-0 to clinch the victory in the tournament. The first half recorded just 1 goal midway into the half by Saudin Basit, and this guy went on to score 6 goals in all the tournaments.
So that's the name to watch out for.
Absolutely.
Salahuddin
Basit. That's the name. Less than 10 minutes into the second half, of course, Adebayo Ayomide scored the second goal. And before you know it, the goals just started coming. Akiyemi Sunday and Adeyanju Marcos, completed the route against Ado local government area. And okay.
No, I mean, look at all the goals are going in. And the celebrations and everything, the kids obviously are enjoying themselves, knowing fully well that they will get to represent the state.
Absolutely.
Season 12 of the Channels International Kids Cup. It's fantastic. We love grassroots and football here. That's another goal right there. Great finish by the young star. And of course, this is not a surprise to anyone of us. If you've been following the Channels International Kids Cup, you know a lot of great players are featured. Very great talents, let me put it that way, are featured in previous events. So that's the Oye local government school, primary school. That's the local government will represent Nigeria, Lagos, or Ekiti.
Ekiti, yes. Now the competition is among the 16 local governments in the state, and it's for children in the primary school category. And the result of this now, they're the ones that will definitely represent the state. And just look at the celebrations, the celebrations, from the kids. I wanted to see more of the children that play the football and not the officials. I mean, without the officials, of course, the kids will not be so good in playing the football. That's trophy presentation right there.
Yeah, the officials are part of it as well, too. They're there to make things happen and all of that. Anyways, let's take a listen now to Fatai Olofunkwa. Yeah, what a name.
What a name. Michael Awukwetu also speaking in that visual. You also have Saudin Basit, who is the highest goal scorer from the tournament, also speaking.
This is a great effect. And if you look at what has happened today, the display of artistry, you will discover that this kids has a future in football competition. And this is how some of the great footballers started. And I want to appreciate the BSES and even Channels, what they are doing to encourage the kids to come out and display their talents. This is what Dr. Kayode Fayemi, the governor of the state, has been yearning for. And he's passionate about discovery of talents. When you discover a talent, you have to nurture it to stardom. And that's exactly what we are doing in the state. Catching them young, nurturing them to stardom, to make them to be relevant to themselves, to their parents, and to the state, and to Nigeria at large.
Well, it has been Herculean. But I have to thank God that the management of the local government stood by us right from the inception. And up to this moment, they are to be thanked for it. And I need to thank the BSES for organizing this type of the competition. At least it has assisted us in fishing out the potentialities at the local government level. Looking up to going ahead, we are at least getting to the national level. At least we can take these boys to the national level. And I believe if they get to the national level, they will excel there.
I love the competition so much. And I want to thank our governor. I want to be a footballer in future, like Messi, Ronaldo.
Welcome back. Just enjoying the highlights from those kids playing good and beautiful football. But the thing is, in the next 4 weeks, we'll not be able to see such in the country. We have Tracy Chappelle Ugo right here in the studio. Tracy, good morning. It's good to have you.
Good morning. Good morning, Tayo. You guys are looking bright and COVID-free. I'm just saying.
We have to be COVID-free. Come on, that's not something you joke with, you know that?
Yeah, you don't joke with it.
We're entering the segment right now, and I'm going to be sad all through.
No, you don't have to be sad.
The sadness will start from the fact that all sporting activities, all sporting facilities in Lagos, has been closed down. So, the disruption is just every day. You just hear sad news.
It's not like it's sad, it's just somber. I feel like it's the trickling effect. We knew that it was affecting the businesses, the economies of the world. In the past 2 months since we started talking about it, since the year started, and it started in Wuhan in January, you can see the ripple effect as it plays out. And I feel like it's practical because when during the week on Monday, I was one of the progenitors of saying, hey, they shouldn't cancel the National Sports Festival and otherwise. But when we see how things are escalating, I watched the news at 10, and I've been following some of the updates coming in from the WHO and otherwise. So it's a smart move. Even now, I'm kind of regretting I paid my gym subscription because they have to give me that money back one way or the other, or whenever things settle out, because it's not even a smart move right now to be in a closed environment where you get to exchange sweat and you get to be in zones like that. So I think it's a good move. It's not just Lagos State that closed down their sporting arenas and facilities. You have Nasarawa that did that. You have FCT that did that. I just got updated that even in the South facilities are getting closed down, and it's just the practical move. I feel like when they gave the edict that the sports ministry telling us that we shouldn't do the sports festival, I feel like when they were talking about that and the football, they should have just said, not just in particular, a full blanket statement, all sporting activities. But since they left loopholes, I like the fact that individual states are now beginning to take, they're beginning to take responsibility and not just letting it be the end. So that's on the direct didn't say it. Let things see as it. No, they're stopping it and they're stopping it. I think it's fine.
Only right move.
Absolutely.
To make all these, precautionary measures super necessary at this point in time.
Because I know when it's open, athletes will always want to go there and train. Some of them are preparing for the Olympics and all that. And Olympics is still like 4 months away and everything. So closure will definitely...
they don't have a choice.
You just have to stay at home and train at home.
You can do that, because if you see what players in isolation are doing, they have routines already. Their physios already giving them patterns to performance. Everything they are following up on that.
Athletes right now.
But we're talking about athletes that were preparing for Olympics.
Exactly.
In a way, they are professional amateurs. This is the hustle they are on. So you have to have a particular regimen that is set up for you. Personally, I feel like it's not that bad a deal, because now at least it gives us a little bit of time to breathe. A lot of these sporting facilities had been back to back in usage. If you tell people, Shiolo, let's repair, let's do maintenance, so nobody will want to bother. So if it's well managed, if they put a pattern in, people like, let's say, Edo State, because word on the street was even the main bowl was not even completed before. They were about to do that rush hour services because they wanted to really kick off by this weekend, because it would have started today. So at least now they have time to go through what they need to go through and set up their structures and maintain their structures properly. So it's not that bad a deal. It gives us a breather. We'll come back to it. When there's life, there's hope.
Come back stronger, as a matter of fact, as well. Anyways, let's move on, still talking about the disruption of sporting events and personalities right now. Let's go to the NBA, where Marcus Smart, plays for the Boston Celtics, has tested positive for COVID-19. And interesting thing about Marcus is it says no symptoms. Got tested 5 days ago, and the results came back last night positive. As it is right now, he's asymptomatic, so, and it says it's fine. What we're seeing now is these are all the NBA players / staff that have contracted COVID-19. Marcus Smart, Kevin Durant, and 3 other Nets players, 1 member of the Nuggets, that's Denver, 2 players on the Lakers. For the Lakers, as soon as the Brooklyn Nets had 4 positive tests, we knew it was going to be a problem, because that was the last team they faced. So it hasn't come as a surprise. There are 2 players on the Lakers. No names have been revealed, and everyone is speculating at the moment.
Why is the Lakers?
We have 2 of the biggest NBA stars on that team, LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
I feel like, see, Lakers, they're always doing this thing that it almost reminds me of all those Hollywood movies where, okay, if you have it, you have it. Moving on, you get treated. Exactly. Kevin Durant, I was even like, very good. He just came out, I was like, my guys, I have it, oh, hey, I'm positive. Let's test it and move. It's the same pattern, because it reminds me of the 90s when Magic Johnson, he had the situation with the AIDS, and when Oga say it now, you didn't want to say it now, you didn't want to say, until somebody said, I'm going to break the story, and that's when he then. It's not that dire. After all, we see that for athletes that are in their top, top flight, in the top of their game or at the top of their game, they are not. It's not really the kiss of death. No, really, it's not. It's just I have it. I'm in isolation. I drink a lot of water. I maintain my, vitals, and I'm fine. Most of them have gone through it in 12 days. They bounce back. The only challenge is when it comes to the contact, you become asymptomatic and when you become asymptomatic, that's when you're contagious. Because if your symptoms doesn't show, you are not contagious. That's what the literature we've been reading said. From the meeting they had for the Olympics. You're using
grammar for what is health, right?
Okay. It means that...
It's not the same thing.
Wait, now. Because maybe sometimes when you speak grammar, it seems like it goes over the head. It means if you're not having the fever, you're not having the cough and the sneezing, that's the symptoms. That means you are not contagious. So that's what they said. At least from the recent reports from the Olympic, the head of the Olympic Chief Medical Officer, who talked yesterday, Jonathan Feinhoff, that's what he was saying. So if that's the case, it's not like it's the case of death. If you have it, treat it sharp. The good thing I like is the way more teams are becoming proactive. I mean, look at what came out yesterday. Oklahoma City players and their staff, they all went through the test sharp, and nobody has it. And now everybody can go to your tent, Israel, maintain yourself. Just don't leave the country. Don't leave North America. That's the instructions that are given. I like that for one of the sports in view, this particular sport, the basketball and Adam Silver, they seem to be the only ones that have actually put several steps in place. They know that people will have to travel and be with their families. So they tell you geographically and topographically, these are the limits to where you can go. And these are the places and these are the things. And others just be like, you know what? All the game have stopped. Everybody go. But this one, they put details. They even give you food. If you see the directives that have been going up and down, the memos, it's even down to the kind of food you can eat, the kind of games you can be involved in. You can't even watch too much TV. They tell you to do some activities like, okay, kick a ball, kick a toilet roll, whatever. Find a way to, get yourself involved in life, one way or the other. And I like it. So other people can take a step or a grain of their book. For the NBA, I mean, the way they are addressing this situation, it tells me that this is good. The only disadvantage when it comes to a situation like this is when I'm looking at the financial ramifications.
Okay. Sporting Sun, right here in Sporting Sun, you have this one. It's not going to go away. We know that Juve to pay 250 million euros for Paul Pogba. The French star's Man United career is over. That's what Sporting Sun is saying this morning. And Man United pays Igalo 29.45. Okay. for each match for goals and match bonuses. Really interested, actually. Heartbroken. I mean, Mayweather cancels 2020 fights plans. We know what happened. His uncle, Roger Mayweather, died at the age of 58 after battling diabetes for a while. So he's really downcast right now. William says, I will end EPL season at Chelsea. What? End EPL season at Chelsea. Okay, so he's not living in summer, so no matter what happens, whether there is going to be indefinitely or not, or he's going to end his career, because I really don't get it.
And you know that thing that players say, just like Aubameyang that was saying that I'm focused on Arsenal right now. Yeah. So I think it's one of all those sayings that I am here, but soon I'll be gone. So I'm here for now. That's the
summary.
Yeah,
right?
that's the summary.
Okay, and Martin's death is still getting reaction. NAF, that's the Association of Nigerian Professional Footballers. They're demanding $10 million compensation for his death.
No offense, does the league make that kind of money? I'm just curious. I mean, people like
they should go look for it. I mean, the government can actually pay. Yeah, because they were supposed to provide it. The people responsible. I mean, the club should have had those things in place.
Yes. So I get that you have to put a precedent down. I get that you have to make a statement with this. Yeah. But when you're throwing 10 million, if they even point 1 million,
yeah, the negotiation is going to come. I mean, negotiation is going to come. It will not be $10 million at the end of the day, but then something will have to give in. They can't just be the sacrificial lamb for everyone to reset.
It could end up in court, and then that's where all of this will be decided.
Negotiation stuff.
That money is.
If you raise it too high, they spend too much time in court. And when they spend too much time in court, it becomes more cost-effective for you that wants to make a statement. So why not make a statement?
You think they're going to drag this? We're talking about someone who lost his life. I mean, in a very... Okay, no need for this. Osimhen's second best in League One. That's what is coming from here. Number one should be Neymar, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
right?
Right,
Neymar, Mbappe. I can say Neymar, Mbappe, Osimhen. Those are my top three.
Second best. So just one. So choose between Neymar and...
I will go for my Osimhen. It's the future.
All right, then. Let's go to Sporting Life now. That's our next paper for review. Igalo makes 29.5 million naira for scoring 4 goals. Apparently, that's a goal bonus in his contract. And that's a lot of money for scoring just 4 goals.
I was just thinking how many houses I'll get in Lekki first. But continue.
Barca planning swap deals for Neymar and Martinez. Osimhen to cost United £93.9 million. I'm not so sure United. I don't know, man. It's just...
It's worth it, because here's the thing. We're just saying from the other paper, Complete Sports, that they were saying Osimhen is second best. I mean, the best in the French Ligue 1 is worth over 200 million. Even the
No, his money is down 100.
He has reduced small value.
He has reduced,
But it's still good money.
Yeah.
And then you won't come and take
the second
best.
Should be around
it should be around
range.
that, because he has proven over time.
All right.
I mean, he's worth it.
Okay.
But we don't know whether United are after him because they have Marcus Rashford.
Absolutely, they have young stars.
Yeah, so fingers crossed. Last paper.
Complete Sports is this one. The front page here, Mikel Wayne's coronavirus battle.
Absolutely.
You know what this one is? Because the Turkish league suspended the football activities. Okay, 3 reasons why Chico is a must-stay at Villarreal. Find out more on Complete Sport. You also have Liverpool plotting £170 million for Sancho and Werner move. I think this is not going to happen.
That would be a waste. That's someone's pipe dream. Someone's doing fantasy football league and just throwing it on the front line. Sancho.
Lorraine says, I deserve to be Arsenal captain. Yeah. So what do you think?
Where's that coming from?
Nobody deserves anything. You have to work for it. When people start saying, I deserve it, that means you're feeling entitled. That's the thing I don't like about this new set of footballers. You don't deserve nothing. Work for it.
Work for it and get it. And final one, Arsenal. The Arteta is feeling much better. Yes, good news.
You rhymed on that. Arteta feeling much better. Okay.
She didn't even know.
Yeah, doing well.
She didn't even know. All right, that's it. Tracy, appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me over.
Continue to stay safe out there as well.
Definitely.
Stay at home.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Have a fantastic weekend.
I'm Tahir Salam. Enjoy the rest of your day.